best way I can describe it is a drug. Once you're on the line, it's got you, you're hooked, and there's no way out of it.
What's up? My name is Cheesy, south of Joburg, Southside for life.
Rico, Southside baby.
My name is Warren. I'm 21 years old. I'm a varsity college student studying law. I'm also a mechanic by passion. I've been involved in mechanics my whole life since I was a child. As soon as I could pick up a screwdriver, I started taking things apart to see, how they work, why they work the way they do, and what happens if it breaks.
My father was the main man that influenced me into car modifications. He didn't come from a wealthy background, and when he bought himself an old school Cressida. I remember the car as a young kid.
In racing, I've been involved ever since I could actually reach the pedals in a car. I used to race without a license before I had a license. Before I had a car, I used to use other people's car or steal my parents' car to go and race. So I've been involved for quite a few years. You could say I've been involved for about 15 years.
You want your car to kind of represent you and what you about?
Racing is a big part of a South African culture. Let me put it like that. It's now developing into a point where everybody wants to get involved. A lot of people that I know, most of the people I know are involved in racing, and the way we see it is that we're one big happy family. We do give each other a bit of a hard time, but at the end of the day, we respect what you guys have done. Unfortunately, South Africa or Joburg mainly does not have the resources for us to do it all the time, or how we'd like to do it. On an average night, we're getting about maybe 200 to about 1,000 people that will actually come. The people that race, we have about maybe 50 cars that are constantly racing every night.
When I pull up to robots, I think the first thing that I suss out from a guy like the opponent, first of all, his car, what he's packing. You always assume that it's standard until maybe his exhaust, or you just look at maybe he has some stickers on a modification company or group, and then you look at him himself. He's blasting some old school tracks or some heavy techno, and then like I said, I like Indian guys. I love Indian guys. You just have to pull up next to them and hit a couple revs, and then they're ready to go.
The process is you bring your car, you line it up in your race. That's talking from an illegal racing perspective. It's just your driving needs to be really good though to be able to handle a car with a lot of power, and obviously you get that over the years of racing and driving.
I like you see them Kasi boys with the philosophies and shit. Yeah, that's in my league. 1.6, 1.4. Shit, I leave you in the dust, nigga.
The costs are variable depending on your car and how fast you want it to go, what you want it to look like. You can do a modification from 5,000 Rand up to 800,000 Rand.
Well, the extreme modification that I've done would be my interior. And I got the ox blood all around. Got some suede in it as well. Shit, the fucking cops is a problem in general. So, but they always like to, I mean it's their job, but sometimes I feel like they like harassing you just because of the way you might look.
We have a group on WhatsApp. One guy will go to that location and see if there's police there. If there is, then we move on to the next location. Police come randomly at any time. We're not too sure. There's no set times for them to come to the drag racing. But obviously they do get tip-offs from people saying that there is illegal drag racing. And our relationship with the police is, to say the least, horrible. They don't treat us with respect.
But there's been a couple of occasions where they actually pull me over to compliment me on the car and stuff, you know what I'm saying?